Welcome to Stories of Traders, the ultimate destination for captivating narratives from the dynamic world of finance. Join us as we dive into the riveting experiences of individuals navigating the markets, unraveling the highs, lows, and invaluable lessons that shape their journeys. Whether you're an aspiring trader or a seasoned investor, get ready for a front-row seat to the real stories behind the financial charts. Don't forget to hit that like button, share these stories with your fellow enthusiasts, and of course, subscribe to stay updated on our latest tales from the trading floor. Comment, "I subscribed," to receive a personal thank you. Let the journey into the captivating world of trading begin. George Soros, the trader who earned $1 billion in one day. Back in 1992, George Soros did something big with money. He bet against the British pound, and guess what? He made a whopping $1 billion profit. It's like hitting the jackpot in the money world. This move earned him a nickname, the man who broke the Bank of England. But how did he do it? Let's dive into the story of George Soros, the guy who made a ton of money by making a smart bet. Today, we are diving into his story. Early life. Before we jump to how he made $1 billion in a day, let us build some context. George Soros, born György Schwartz on August 12, 1930, in Budapest, Hungary, came from a well-off, non-religious Jewish family. Despite their prosperity, his family, like many others in the upper middle class of Hungarian Jews at the time, felt uneasy about their Jewish heritage. Soros humorously described his home as a Jewish anti-Semitic home. His mother, Erzsébet, managed a successful silk store, while his father, Tivadar, was not only a lawyer, but also a notable Esperanto author, editing the Esperanto literary magazine Literatura Mondo. Tivadar, who had been a prisoner of war during and after World War I, instilled in Soros a love for Esperanto, teaching him the language. In 1936, the family changed their name from the German Jewish Schwartz to Soros as a protective measure in the face of growing anti-Semitism in Hungary. Tivadar appreciated the new name for its palindrome nature and its meaning. In Hungarian, Soros translates to next in line or designated successor, while in Esperanto it means will soar. Investment journey. In 1954, he commenced his journey in finance at the merchant bank Singer and Friedlander in London. Starting as a clerk, Soros later transitioned to the arbitrage department, laying the foundation for his future ventures. A pivotal moment came when a fellow employee, Robert Mayer, suggested Soros apply to his father's brokerage house, F.M. Mayer of New York. In 1956, Soros made the move to New York City, joining F.M. Mayer as an arbitrage trader specializing in European stocks. This period coincided with the rising popularity of European stocks among U.S. institutional investors, following the establishment of the coal and steel community, a precursor to the common market. In 1959, Soros shifted to Wertheim & Co., with the initial plan to work for 5 years and save $500,000 before returning to England to study philosophy. However, his trajectory took a different turn as he worked as an analyst of European securities until 1963. During this time, Soros developed the theory of reflexivity, building on the ideas of his tutor Karl Popper at the London School of Economics. The theory posited that market values are shaped not only by economic fundamentals, but also by the fallible ideas of participants, creating reflexive feedback loops that influence market dynamics. From 1963 to 1973, Soros worked as a vice president at Arnhold and S. Bleichroeder, during which he experienced a period of reduced enthusiasm due to business slack caused by the interest equalization tax. Despite this, Soros used the time to revise his philosophy dissertation. In 1966, he started a fund with $100,000 of the firm's money to experiment with his trading strategies. In 1969, Soros established the Double Eagle Hedge Fund with $4 million of investors' capital, including $250,000 of his own money. The fund, based in Curaçao, Dutch Antilles, was an offshoot of Arnold and S. Bleichroder's First Eagle Fund. In 1973, the Double Eagle Fund evolved into the Soros Fund, forming the basis of Soros Fund Management. Soros and Jim Rogers received returns on their share of capital and 20% of the profits each year. In 1973, Soros resigned from the management of the Double Eagle Fund, citing perceived conflicts of interest. He then founded the Soros Fund, later renamed the Quantum Fund, drawing inspiration from the physical theory of quantum mechanics. By 1981, the fund had grown to $400 million, but a 22% loss that year and substantial redemptions reduced it to $200 million. Shorting the European market. In the months leading up to the infamous Black Wednesday of September 1992, George Soros strategically built an extensive short position in pound sterling. Soros's keen insight into the economic dynamics of the United Kingdom within the European Exchange Rate Mechanism, ERM, prompted him to take a substantial financial stance. He perceived multiple unfavorable factors, including the high rate at which the UK joined the ERM, significantly elevated inflation, triple the German rate, and British interest rates negatively impacting asset prices. By September 16, 1992, the day of Black Wednesday, Soros's fund had successfully executed short sales exceeding $10 billion in pounds. His profits stemmed from the UK government's hesitation to either raise interest rates to levels comparable to other ERM countries or allow its currency to float freely. The pivotal moment came when the UK withdrew from the ERM, resulting in the devaluation of the pound. Soros's shrewd bet earned him an estimated profit exceeding $1 billion, leading to his moniker, the man who broke the Bank of England. The cost to the UK Treasury on Black Wednesday was estimated at 3.4, the man who broke the Bank of England. The cost to the UK Treasury on Black Wednesday was estimated at $3.4 billion. Alien. Stanley Druckenmiller, who traded under Soros, acknowledged Soros's role, stating that Soros's influence pushed him to take a substantial position. On October 26, 1992, Soros candidly shared details of his bold move, stating, "Our total position by Black Wednesday had to be worth almost $10 billion. We plan to sell more than that." In fact, when Norman Lamont said just before the devaluation that he would borrow nearly $15 billion to defend sterling, we were amused because that was about how much we wanted to sell. Soros continued to make strategic financial moves, such as trading billions of Finnish markas on February 5, 1996, in anticipation of selling them short. This move coincided with the markas floating as a result of the early 1990s depression. Soros had already made history and emerged as one of the biggest players in the market. Entry into political campaigns. Until the 2004 presidential election, Soros had not been a major donor to U.S. political campaigns. However, during the 2003-2004 election cycle, he made headlines by donating $23,581,000 to various 527 groups, tax-exempt entities aimed at defeating President George W. Bush. Following Bush's re-election, Soros joined other donors to establish the Democracy Alliance, a political fundraising group supporting progressive causes and the development of a stronger progressive infrastructure in America. In August 2009, Soros made a substantial donation of $35 million to the state of New York to benefit underprivileged children. The funds were distributed to parents with benefit cards at a rate of $200 per child aged 3 through 17. with no limit on the number of qualifying children. An additional $140 million was contributed by the state of New York from the 2009 Federal Recovery Act. Soros has been an initial donor to the Center for American Progress, supporting the organization through the Open Society Foundations. In 2012, he donated $1 million to the super PAC backing President Barack Obama's re-election, Priorities USA Action. Soros continued his political contributions in subsequent years, including a $25,000 donation to Ready for Hillary in 2013 and significant support for the super PAC Priorities USA Action during the 2016 presidential race. In the 2020 election cycle, Soros launched a new super PAC called Democracy PAC and contributed $5.1 million to it by July 2019. His financial support extended to progressive criminal justice reform proponents through the Safety and Justice PAC, with donations exceeding $1 million in local district attorney elections since 2016. Soros's contributions played a role in the election of Larry Krasner as the District Attorney of Philadelphia in 2017 and the support of George Gascon for Los Angeles County District Attorney in 2020. Soros continued to be a significant contributor in the political landscape, giving $2 million to a PAC supporting Kim Foxx's campaign for Cook County State's Attorney in 2020. In the second quarter of 2020, he donated at least $500,000 to Joe Biden's presidential campaign, becoming one of its largest donors. For the 2022 United States elections, Soros emerged as the country's largest donor, contributing $128.5 million to support the Democratic Party in the election cycle. Conspiracies. The man, irrespective of what he achieved in his life, has been a part of various conspiracies. In fact, his Jewish identity, immense wealth, and philanthropic activities made him an ideal target for conspiracy theorists. One prevalent conspiracy theory falsely alleges that Soros is responsible for orchestrating the European migrant crisis, claiming that he is involved in importing migrants to European countries. This baseless narrative has led to significant backlash, particularly in Hungary, where the government spent millions of dollars on a poster campaign demonizing Soros. This conspiracy theory extends beyond Hungary, with Soros being portrayed as the leader of an international cabal that purportedly includes other Jewish figures like the Rothschilds, Freemasons, and Illuminati, according to anthropologist Ivan Kalmar. Such unfounded accusations have fueled divisive narratives and perpetuated harmful stereotypes. In a disturbing incident, Soros faced a direct threat when a pipe bomb was discovered in the mailbox of his home in Katona, New York, on October 22, 2018. This alarming event occurred as part of the larger October 2018 United States mail bombing attempts. Fortunately, a caretaker discovered the package, removed it, and promptly notified authorities. The FBI, responding to the threat, photographed and exploded the bomb, launching an investigation into the incident. The attempted assassination of George Soros was part of a series of similar attacks targeting prominent Democrats and liberals, including Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. The perpetrator, Cesar Sayok Jr., was arrested in Aventura, Florida, on October 26, 2018, on suspicion of mailing the bombs. In August 2019, Sayok was sentenced to 20 years in prison for mailing 16 pipe bombs to 13 victims, including Soros. Thankfully, none of the devices exploded. Bottom line, it's evident that his story is one of complexity, from financial triumphs to enduring baseless conspiracy theories. Soros, a man of great influence, has faced not only the challenges of the financial world, but also the harmful repercussions of unfounded accusations rooted in anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. His journey from a young immigrant to a legendary financier has left an indelible mark on the financial landscape, shaping debates on politics, philanthropy, and the consequences of immense wealth. Whether hailed as a progressive force or vilified in conspiracy theories, George Soros's life continues to be a subject of fascination and controversy. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the remarkable story of George Soros. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the stories that shape our world. Thank you for tuning in to another compelling episode of Stories of Traders. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights from the fascinating tales shared today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your trading community, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay connected with our future stories. Comment "I subscribed" to receive a personal thank you. Remember, the financial world is full of twists and turns, and we'll be here, bringing you the real, unfiltered stories that matter. Until next time, happy trading, and may your portfolios thrive. This is Stories of Traders, signing off.